My name is Dan Williams. I am the founder and current director of the Paranormal Research Institute. I have been investigating for about 30 years now, all said and done. The PRI was actually formed in 2016 with the intent on investigating in a true scientific method. So cartography is simply we have one individual who sits outside of the investigation and logs everything that all the researchers are working with. So as soon as they have a discovery, they radio it back and then it's logged by the cartographer into basically a rolling log file that will continue for the entire investigation. That gives us the ability at the end of the investigation to go back and see if we have events correlating, to see if we have, outside noise that's been measured and marked and things like that. Basically gives us an entire overview of the investigation. And tonight is our third run using the RNG, which is a random number generator. And what we're doing with that is we will synchronize that. If it creates a hit, if the log file on that triggers, then we will match that with any paranormal activity that's occurring. So far, we've done 2 other tests. We're running really good results. We have a p-value, which is basically the statistic probability of it happening. First investigation was 1 in 100,000 chance. The second investigation was 1 in 80,000 chance. We're running about 70% accuracy between the 2 of them. So the Garnett House has actually just kind of messed with us. We didn't have a whole lot of overt activity like we were expecting, but we had a lot of things that we couldn't explain. For instance, one time Mike and I were sitting down in our team room, and he was comparing the results from the investigation we'd done at the Beatty Mansion and said, Garnett's kind of slowed down, activity's not doing a whole lot. If we don't have another hit in the next hour, statistically, Beatty is seriously outperforming Garnett. We'd have to have at least one more hit in the next hour for it to even tie. And within 1 minute of him saying that, we not only had 1 hit, we had 2 hits, the second being the strongest that we'd ever had within 20 seconds of each other. So statistically, it was an almost impossibility that it would have happened other than a direct answer to his statement.
Was there anything that you experienced here?
I did. Actually, in the room that we're recording this in, I was sitting in the couch, and we were doing just a small EVP session. And I was getting cold spots on the arms. Lots of tingling and almost like something was whispering in my ear that I wasn't able to really make out. So that was about it on that investigation. So far tonight, I've actually heard a piano playing when there's no piano anywhere around. I was setting up one of the cameras, and I thought one of the investigators had walked into the room and was just standing there, waiting for me to finish, and got done with the configuration and looked up to see what she needed, and there's no one there. So, so far tonight, it's already been probably more direct activity than we had last time. Tonight is the 3rd test of the cartography and the RNG synchronization. If we get numbers tonight anywhere near what we've had in the other 2 investigations, then we do call that experiment a success. The RNG will become one of our standardized investigation tools. We'll be doing some research papers on it, and we're actually going to be applying for a grant for further research for it from a university overseas.
All right.
So kind of an important investigation tonight.